Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey Media, Sundays from 11 a.m. to noon, broadcasting live from Detroit and stretching to the heart of Central Texas, here on FM 88.1 WHPR with co-hosts Longhorn and the Jersey Girl. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. And now, here's your host that never gets it right, but is never wrong, Will Sims.
And you're hot too.
All right, welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, sitting up here with the Jersey Girl.
Hey, how y'all doing
And
today?
got the Longhorn. What time is it, Longhorn?
Game time, prime time. Detroit Sports Jersey Media time. Let's get it on. What's up, Jersey Girl and Will? Y'all looking good up there.
Oh, I thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me throw out the number, 313-868-0331. What are you doing? All right, we got a lot to talk about today. Y'all want to start with the NBA draft?
Let's get some draft talk in there.
Let's get it on. Let's talk about the NBA draft.
All right, what would y'all give to grade the Pistons? Stanley Johnson out of Arizona.
I think that was a good pick. I like it, so I'm going to give it a B.
I'm going to give it a C.
Of course you are.
I'm going to give him an A.
Of course you are.
You know the song you like? I mean, Jersey Girl, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
not giving out your government name. But anyway, like I was trying to tell the Longhorn last week, I don't think the Pistons' problem is with drafting. I think it comes with the free agencies. Don't nobody want to come here and play.
No, nobody wants to come here and play. I mean, who do they have to play with?
Exactly.
They don't have anybody to play
They can
with
build
just yet.
now around Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond. I mean, them two pieces that you might want to, build around.
Right, but then, we are Detroit. It's not as
I
warm
mean,
as,
but we do
Miami.
have a history of winning championships,
We
though.
do.
So it's not like we're Cleveland or the Minnesota Timberwolves.
True. We do have a history, but we've also had just kind of I don't know. I think they're kind of just in between right now because with Stan Van just taking over, I think that's been kind of just a wait and see approach. And if we're able to make some moves, I mean, come on, let's think about it. Let's think about when they won in 04. Who was on our team? Who was on our team? I mean, Sheed. But then you had Chauncey Billups, who had bounced around and never really, until he got here, wasn't really the man. You had Rip Hamilton, who, again, didn't really do too much after he left here.
You know what? It's funny you say that. Ain't too many Pistons done nothing since Ben Wallace didn't do nothing when he left here.
I was about to say, not even Ben Wallace.
But I think Stanley Johnson's going to be a good rotation player. I don't see him as a starter making no big difference.
I do. I see him as a starter.
He's not no good jump shooter.
Let me tell you why. I'm tell you why I give him an A. I'm giving him an A on the draft choice because, number one, even though he has a slow release, he's a good shooter. And he's an inside interior player like Drummond. He penetrates like Reggie. You know what I'm saying? So,
Reggie who?
I like his aggressive stance on his plan. He says it's Detroit versus everybody.
Everybody says that.
Somebody going there already, he's already saying, hey, we're going to make a difference. It's not Detroit versus the next team on the schedule. He's saying it's Detroit versus everybody. So I think the team needs somebody in there to get in the locker room and pump them up from day one. You know what I'm saying? And, when asked, compared to Winslow, and they say,
that's who they should have got.
I am the best player in the draft. So I like that. I like that motivation. I like that energy that he's already bringing to the Pistons. And that's what the Pistons need. Somebody bring energy. Not just people go there and get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all see that fly suit he had on yesterday at the press conference?
it was
That
nice
boy
and
was
ruby
sharp,
red.
boy. That boy was sharp.
He'll fit in real nice down here.
He's dressing for success in Detroit already.
He is, but I don't think that maybe they do need a little bit more enthusiasm and encouragement. But I think they started to get that towards the end of last year once they got rid of Josh Smith and then brought in Reggie Jackson, because, that's when we had the whole hashtag FAFW. I'm not going to say exactly what that meant, but form a bleeping wall. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me up here thinking. My brain
I
up here smoking. Like, what? FAA what? I started to Google it.
Exactly. That's why I said, let me just go on and say it. Form a bleeping wall. I mean, I liked that little 8-game stretch. I loved that, and I loved that hype and energy. And yeah, if they could maintain that, I think that'll be good. But I think they turned the corner, and I think that he's going to help take that next step. Maybe not being, championship contenders, but for sure at least playoff contenders, playoff bound.
I think they're going to be playoff contenders. And what y'all think about Hilliard, the second round pick?
I'll tell you, man, I'm not impressed with none of them. I think they should have got Winslow and called it a wrap and traded the second overall pick for a free agency, for a future first rounder.
For a future
Listen. Let me tell you what they should have did, right? Let me tell you what they should have done, right? For real. Let me show you what they should have done. They should have traded the second round pick along with Greg Monroe, which he's a free agent. I understand, but you could have did a sign and trade type deal and got you a future first around another future first. They ain't making the playoffs. Let's keep it real. They ain't making the playoffs.
I think maybe next year they'll get close to it. I think they'll be closer to it next year.
Y'all done gave them an A and a B. Obviously, y'all see them winning championships.
Not next year. I mean, they still got. I mean, they still got to go around the team that Justice Winslow did go to, the Heat. I think that was a wonderful pick by them.
It's only going to be wonderful if they keep D Wade. And what's the other guy? The guy that he's got from Phoenix. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Him.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I can't say his name.
His name is on the tip of my tongue. I can't. But the guy they got from Phoenix, I forgot his name. But they got to have to re-sign him, which they offering him, I heard, a max contract.
Yeah, they are. They're offering him a lot of money. Now, you say you wanted to bring in somebody from the free agency. Who?
What about DeAndre Jordan? What about him? Huh? That would be a good fit here.
That would be. And are you ready for hacking DeAndre all game long?
Yeah. I'm ready for it. I love him as a player. I don't care what nobody say. He's a good player to me.
He is a very good player.
He's a good player.
I think he was underrated out there on that Clippers team.
No doubt. Who would you like to see him bring in, Longhorn?
But you know what? I think we stay away from the free agencies. And, I think we stay away from free agents. That's the Pistons' trouble now. They're going to get free agents. I think we need to stick with fresh new blood and people that we can train up and to give them to play on our scheme and how we play ball. I think we need to stay away from the free agents. That's just my test of it. And I don't want to hear nothing about bringing no veteran leadership and all that crap up in here. We need to bring in some fresh bodies that we can train on our leadership.
But see, Longhorn, you need veterans to teach these young bucks, to help them grow.
Here we go.
To help build their game.
You do.
You really do. What's that guy that played for San Antonio? Was it Matt Bonner? They brought him in.
We need to say, okay, you're going to bring some free agency in here. Let's bring some free agency that have proven their skills.
Now, let me tell you why.
On other teams. Not some free agents that's been sitting on the bench now.
I think that's that guy named Matt Barnes. I seen him do an interview yesterday, right? He went to San Antonio. He said when they was in the training camp, he said in the back of San Antonio's training camp, they got this big old hill that they run up after every practice. A big mountain, should I say. And he said, man, in San Antonio, it's like 100 and something degrees out there. He wasn't going to do it. But he said when he saw Tim Duncan leading the way, he said, well, if Tim can do it, I guess I can do it too. That's why you need that veteran leadership.
Yeah, but in Texas, we got hills, not mountains.
That's true, but if you're part of the team, why should you even...
Hey, why don't we bring Kevin Love over? He's out his contract.
Kevin Love ain't coming here.
I don't know why. He's an overhyped player to me.
That's
I mean, he's good. He's good, but he's an overhyped player.
I feel kind of bad for him. I thought that he didn't fit very well in Cleveland, or they didn't get a chance to use him the way that they thought they were. I don't know. I just felt kind of bad.
But him and LeBron don't get along. Did you see that game where LeBron threw that towel in his face when they called the timeout? He disrespected him on TV.
LeBron does that a lot to people.
Huh? LeBron what?
LeBron disrespects people. He does.
Yeah, well, he needs them also.
Exactly.
Speaking of LeBron said he ain't resigning. He playing to wait and see what they do in the free agency. Now here we go with that decision 2. Here come decision 2.
Decision 3. Decision 3.
I bet LeBron done handed them a list already and said, these who you need to bring over here. Oh, I'm out of here. You think he's gone?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's gone just yet. I think that David Blatt might have something to do with it as well. I think that he's going to have to go. I think if he doesn't go, then LeBron is going to probably really think about should he stay.
313-868-0331. 313-868-0331. Check it out. Let's switch gears here. Let's talk about your Detroit Tigers jersey, girl.
My Tigers, they're a little streaky right now. You know,
Hold on, Jersey girl. Before you
Okay.
comment on it, let me go to the glass and I got some fuzzy numbers for you.
Okay, fuzzy numbers. Numbers never lie, right?
Malcolm X glasses on.
And dog in the studios again. But anyway, check this out. The Tigers are 38-36. 6.5 game behind KC, right?
Yep.
Now they done played 74 games. 88 games to go. So right now they playing 500 ball.
That's not
At
bad.
that rate, they're gonna finish 82-80. Let me give you some more fuzzy numbers. Then I'll let you have the floor, Jersey girl. You can explain to the people why you feel that the Tigers gonna win the World Series. I'm gonna give you the record. Their record in the month of, even though June's not over yet, but let me give you their record so far. In the month of June, they 10-12. In the month of May, they went 13-16. Their best month so far was April, where they was 15-8. Continue, Jersey girl. You were saying?
Now, I never said that they were going to win the World Series because you're not winning the World Series playing 500 ball, number one. Number two, they are streaky at best. I don't think that Osmus he has an idea. He knows what he wants to do, but I think he does.
Do we?
In the grand scheme of things, I think he does, but it's not being executed. I think that there's injury issues. I think that guys just aren't producing when they should. And you're not going to win playing streaky ball. You're not going to win like that, despite the fact that you do have Miguel Cabrera. What's lacking? Their pitching. Their pitching is kind of iffy at best. You know, you don't know who you're getting. Look at Anibal Sanchez. 2 starts, he comes out, shutout ball. Next start, gives up 8 runs. I mean, you can't win like that. You cannot. And I think that that's part of their issue. And then, you know, does it make me sick kind of hearing and seeing what Matt Scherzer is doing? Of course. I said they
got rid of the wrong player.
They got rid of the wrong player. They're going to miss him. They are going to miss him. And yeah, I know it's probably just, you know, a streak or a stroke of luck or something like that. But I don't know. They're not going to the World Series, and I really don't think they're going to win the division or a wild card spot this year. I think this is the year they sit out the playoffs and have to make some big adjustments. I don't know if they're going to be players at the trade deadline either.
The window was wide open for them to win the World Series when Jim Leland was coaching. As the years went on, the window of opportunity was getting smaller and smaller. Now that Jim Leland is gone, the window is closed. Longhorn, what's your opinion?
I think I'm on Jersey girls. I'm of that bullpen. You know, it all starts and ends at the mound. If the mound is going cold, it doesn't matter how hot your bats are. The mound's going cold, and if the other team is hitting your pitchers out the park or getting hit from your pitcher, I don't see the Tigers doing anything as far as going to the playoffs. I'd say probably about maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple more years down the road. But they have to do some readjusting quick, fast, in a hurry. I don't hold any hopes on Verlander taking us any place. I think because his shoulder, the injury, that he's going to be favoring that arm. So I think we need to get a whole new pitching staff. And I think, unlike, I don't know, I just say the Tigers, I'd say probably 3-4 more years, they may be back in the hunt. But right now, I think it's going to have to be a whole rebuilding for those guys over there. And as far as the pitching staff goes, it all begins and starts at the mound. So I'm with Jersey Girls.
First of all, let me.
Those Kansas City Royals.
Okay, first of all, let me address your pitching issue here with you guys. Let's stay away from the bullpen. Let's stick with the starters.
Yes, the starters.
Let me go to the glass again. I got some fuzzy numbers for you guys. Let's start with their king of pitching, Justin Verlander. Even though, yes, he's been injured. He ain't pitched about 2 or 3 games.
I was going to say 2. I think he's supposed to.
He's 0-1. He has 4 strikeouts, and he has an ERA of 6.17. Let's go to Sanchez. He has an ERA of 4.63, 95 strikeouts, and he's 6-7. Let's go to David Price, which is 7-2. He's okay. He's doing all right.
He's doing well.
He's pitching to get up out of here, though. That's why he's pitching hard. He's gone. What he gonna stay here for? ERA of 2.42.
These are bright spot.
Let's go to the bats of the hitting. J.D. Cabrera, a centipede. J.D. has 19 home runs.
Be a centipede.
That's what they call him. Cephastus or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm calling him centipede. But check this out. Now, right there.
You get them people with new names. Somebody gonna look down the roster looking for centipede.
No, but check this out, though. Right now, right there, we're looking at 44 home runs, if my math is correct. That's 44 home runs between those 3 players. The rest of the team, with the 11 players on, I only have 21 home runs total. There your problem right there. That's your problem right there. Your starters and your starter pitchers and your hitters are not doing their jobs. That's the problem.
But that's
it ain't just the bullpen. It don't have nothing to do with the bullpen. What the bullpen got to do with them hitting?
The bullpen has nothing to do with them hitting. But it also, home runs are one thing, but you need average. You got to hit for average, I think. Because you got to at least get hits.
What the bullpen has to do with it. If I'm a pitcher and the player come up the bat and I strike out 1, 2, and 3, you strike them out and 1, 2, and 3, and that means now we're up to bat. So if I'm striking out other teams, the other team don't have a chance to hit on us. So that's why I'm talking about the bullpen.
I disagree with both of you guys.
If we win by 1 point of the whole 9 innings, right?
Yes.
Another team don't get a chance to hit the ball, then we're going to win the game.
First of all,
one player on my team is to hit a run in or hit a home run, and we're good to go. That's what I mean by the bullpen.
First of all,
so I'm getting up there and another team is rocking my ball out the park on a nightly basis. Then what?
They're rocking it with your starters.
Yes.
They're rocking it with your starting pitcher, not the bullpen.
They're rocking. Yes, you're right. You are right with that.
That's who they rocking it with.
That's who's getting hit out the park, and that's why you got to turn to your bullpen in the 2nd and 3rd innings and stuff like that.
To represent. That's what I'm talking about. So
the window is closed for the Tigers. I know y'all don't want to admit it. It's closed.
I think that it's close.
Osmonds will be fired. He'll be gone after next year. He's gone. They're going to start whining and crying in the clubhouse. They done gave him, what is his 2nd year?
This is year number 2.
Year number 2, yeah, they give him 3 years. He up out of here.
Call in Detroit 313-868-0331. Let us know what you think about the Tigers, Lions, and unfortunately, I know Bears to say, oh my, but Tigers, Lions. Call in, let us know what you think.
I don't know. I firmly believe that their window is closing.
It's closed.
Closing.
They washing the windows, Jersey girl. What you mean closing? They washing the windows.
Okay, fine. They're washing the windows. They got the Windex out.
As a matter of fact, they putting plastic on and getting prepared for the winter. It's gonna be a long, cold winter. Hey, they ain't going nowhere. Where they going?
But they'll have a better record than the Sox, though. The White Sox.
Okay, but what about Kansas City?
They're not catching Kansas City. I don't know.
In the All-Star game.
You say what?
Hey, the Kansas City Royals with the 8 starters in the All-Star game on their team.
Well, actually, they're down to 7 now. They threw out 65 million votes.
Yep.
So they only lost one player.
Yes, but I am proud to say that I helped get
35 votes.
What'd you say?
It's the first time they did the online voting for this. And my thing is this. It's not all Kansas City fans voting for this. They got people outside the 816 area code who's voting for the Royals players. So, my thing, if you want your team to be in the All-Star game, get out and vote. Don't hate on the Royals because they got more fans.
I truly agree.
So now they're gonna throw out the votes, and I think that's inflammatory right there. I think they just caving into the pressure of the fans on the outside.
Well, I think in all of these sports, they should take it out of the fans' hands. They voted Kobe Bryant in as the All-Star. He didn't even play.
That's true.
He didn't even play. Why is he even on the ballot? Why is he even on the ballot?
That's your problem. Why is he on the ballot? If he hasn't played, why isn't he on the ballot?
Exactly.
That's your problem. But also, I don't think that they should take it out of the fans' hands because I think the fans are part of it, part of the experience. Now, should their vote count as much? Probably not, because that's how you get people like Omar Infante in there over a person who's more deserving, say like, Miguel Cabrera or something like that. I think that's where you kind of have to either take, fans get 50% of the vote and writers, players, peer, however, do it that way, modify it, but taking fans completely out of the vote, I think that just kind of takes them away from the game, because that's part of what makes it fun, I think. I like voting for people.
We're going to take a quick break here because obviously we got a politician sitting next to me. She don't want to take the votes out of the fans' hands.
I'm not a politician.
When we come back, we're going to talk a bit. Let's talk about this Pete Rose situation that's going on when we come back. How y'all want, since we're on baseball?
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's talk about Pete with Sweet his Pete. Line. Sports just ain't real no more, is it?
It's not real.
Sports just, anybody be on the up and up? Tom Brady cheating, Pete Rose lying, Lance Armstrong doping. Jackie Robinson kids playing out of their zip codes and get smart. Let's take a quick.
We'll be back.
They're suing. The kids are suing.
Okay, we'll see on People's Court. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. They can judge Mathis. What they gonna get?
Oh my gosh. You guys are too funny.
Anything less than a Cobra razor, because it's designed to comfortably transform from a face shaving razor to a head shaving razor with just the click of a button.
Oh,
Treat
college
your head to the
football.
closest shave you can imagine at CobraRazors.com. Cobra Razors, for a head that's as smooth as you are.
Did you want me to leave you hot while the commercial's on, or you want me to go
Hello,
to the bar?
Detroit Sports Jersey listeners. If you would like to be a sponsor of Detroit Sports Jersey, the email address is info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. And the phone number is 313-684-7814. We're every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on FM 88.1 WHPR with live streaming at FM 88.1 WHPR.com. Detroit Sports Jersey offers reasonable sponsorship rates. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by ENO Productions /Fiverr. That's Fiverr. ENO Productions /Fiverr does video production work, and this is where Detroit Sports Jersey goes for video work week after week. Again, that's ENO Productions /Fiverr. That's Fiverr.
And you are hot.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, with the Jersey Girl and the Longhorn.
Hey.
What time is it, Longhorn?
Game time, prime time. Detroit Sports Media time. Let's Get it on.
All right, 313-868-0331. All right, check it out. Since we was on baseball, let's talk about Pete Rose, who got caught in another lie.
Jesus.
He actually did bet on baseball as he was a player and a manager. Y'all thoughts? Is sports real anymore?
Well, that was eons ago.
That was what?
Eons ago.
You a hillbilly? What did you just say?
Eons. Long time ago. So saying that sports is real based on that was a different era.
No. Everybody's getting caught in cheating. What about your boy Tom Brady?
Well, Tom Brady, he's fulfilling his his so-called conviction. You know what I'm saying? The only thing about Tom Brady what messed him was he said he didn't know the guy. If he just came clean and said he knew the guy, but he talking about, I don't know anything about those guys. I never talked to those guys who had anything to do with the equipment. And then they found all the text messages. And then also, text those.
But Pete Rose denied.
He just came clean.
Pete Rose did deny.
Yeah, I talked to him before.
Yeah, Pete.
He'd been all right.
Yeah, but Pete Rose denied in Longhorn. If you can shut the Pete. Pete Rose denied everything just like Tom Brady has, and he done been caught in a lie.
But Pete Rose eventually admitted he fessed up. What, a few years ago?
No. He said he did it as a manager. He didn't say he did it as a player. He said he didn't do it as a player.
But people didn't realize that. Like, they just uncovered all this stuff that he just so-called lied about. So we thought he had come clean. We thought he had come clean.
I didn't.
But yeah, once you're a gambler, you're always a gambler. And for him, it was an addiction.
You're always a liar.
He's a liar. And, I really thought that he might have been able to get himself in the good graces of baseball, but it's not happening anymore. It's not. After this, he's a liar. He is not getting into the Hall of Fame ever, I don't think. I think that baseball writers, I think baseball people.
In my opinion, what Pete Rose should have done.
What?
He should have just let it die.
He can't.
If when they banned him from baseball, he knew he did it as a manager. He knew he bet on it as a manager. He knew he bet on it as a player. Wasn't a dart's gonna come out to sooner or later. You should just went on ahead and say, okay, you banned me from baseball forever. I can't get in the Hall of Fame. Okay, I'm just gonna let it go and just let it go. But no, he got to keep on being in the news, and I'm gonna appeal this, and I'm gonna keep trying, and now this comes out, and now he looks more like a fool. You know what I'm saying? If he just let it die and go about his business, and just all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, oh no, you ain't getting. We ain't gonna get no baseball. Pete Rose, are you serious? So if he just let it go on and just like Armstrong, he's denying all them drug allegations. Then finally come out, oh yeah, I was steroids. Man, come on, man.
You know the old saying, if your hands wasn't on my shoulders, it wasn't me.
Oh, good Lord, not the R. Kelly defense.
All right, let's switch gears on that note.
Exactly,
all
no
right.
aura.
Let's talk about this P. Diddy situation out here with him and his son.
Jesus. Get your people.
What
Get your people, you guys.
I want to know, only thing I want to know is, why is he being charged with terrorist charge, and the guy in South Carolina that killed 9 people ain't being charged as a terrorist? And all P. Diddy did was just had a fight with a football coach.
With a kettlebell.
That was just a misunderstanding. He was picking it up to move it out of the way before the coach tripped on it.
Was he exercising when the coach got in the way?
Yeah.
My whole problem is, why is he even at practice? And this ain't even real practice. This is like conditioning to players. Why is he even there?
Exactly.
He one of them overzealous parents that just got to be at everything that goes so he can be seen. And so what? The coach cussed your son out. That's what coaches do.
That's what football is for.
Your son ain't the only one that done been cussed out in the history of football.
No.
That's what I say.
If I'm the son, I don't even want to come back to the school or team. You done embarrassed me.
Exactly.
Now you making me look like I'm soft.
Well.
So long as he didn't put his hand on the son, my man, you had no reason to get involved in that.
Sealed and delivered saying? You got now you coming back. Oh, your daddy came up here and tried to swing on the coach with a kettlebell.
Exactly.
Golly, bro. And now you on the football too. Are you serious?
He just ruined him. He just ruined him.
Yeah.
Because now the entire joke around Diddy's son, anywhere on campus, is, oh, what, you gonna call your daddy?
Exactly.
And his daddy's a little coward anyway, but I'm not going there.
And he wasn't a starter. He only played in 7 games. So when you go out there on the field and play, you know another team, hey, don't go near him, because you know you go near him, his daddy gonna come out and stand with a kettlebell on you.
Exactly.
So, man,
Exactly.
He just messed it up.
He just ruined his poor son.
He did. He embarrassed
And
him.
nobody, even if he was decent, and even if he was, let's say, starting, I think that or had potential to be in the NFL, that's gonna loom huge. That would have loomed huge, and Diddy would have had all to do with it, just because somebody yelled at his kid, which is ridiculous. Which is what football is about.
It goes with the territory.
It is.
It really
It
do.
does.
Not saying that it's right or wrong, but it just goes with the territory. Every kid and athletes get yelled at. You know what? It's funny that's like in the NBA, right? That's why Rick Pitino is not in the NBA coaching no more, because he had players check him. Former players that he coached in college,
Mm-hmm.
he was cussing them out in front of their kid. I know now we're in the NBA. And he had players checking him like, man, you can't be doing that, going back off on them. I got my kids out here in the audience, got
Right.
my family members. Now, when you in college and high school, so you can get away with that.
It's a little different.
Yeah,
thing.
but when I'm on a different level, grown man level, man, you got to back that down a little bit.
Exactly.
But with you in college, man, and pee-wee, high school, that goes with the territory. I'm sorry. It's supposed to toughen the kids up. I know a lot of people don't agree with it. Like the basketball coach at Rutgers, now he went too far, kicking and throwing the ball at the players. Now he was out of order.
Yeah, and like Greg Schiano down in Tampa Bay, that was a little crazy. But yeah,
When you think about it too, everybody's saying his kid. He's not a kid. The dude is over 18 years old.
he's a man.
So he's a man. So you playing a sport. You're over 18 years old. So it's not like the coach. And they didn't say what the coach actually was saying to Diddy's son. So
It don't matter.
Cussing, using 4 little words on him.
It don't matter.
He didn't like what he was saying to his son.
Exactly.
It don't
He
matter
really
what
didn't
he
like
was
what he
saying.
was
So
saying.
he went out there, according to the reports, and when I tried to talk to him, and the guy said, okay, hold on for a minute. And then Diddy obviously didn't get upset. I guess he figured, hey, I'm this big superstar. You gonna give me time to, when I want to talk to you is when I want to talk to you.
Well, see
So,
what he'll turn his.
To me, just ruining it. And I know the jokes are all on the campus when the guy walk around.
Of course.
So
Oh yeah, it's just like in this situation of Michael Sam. He did. He's a grown man playing professional football. As soon as somebody said something he didn't like, he went running back home. Quinn. I mean, he's back with the team now. But man, you supposed to be this big tough football player. You gonna run because another player said something to you? What are you running home for? You a grown man.
That's true.
You playing a grown man's tough football league. What are you? Cause a player said something to you, you left? And that's how he's gonna, P. Diddy gonna turn his son into the same way. Daddy, they talked about me. That do something. What's that? Take that.
Take that. Exactly. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, no, I mean, Diddy can't do that. If you're going to play football.
This thing with the rap songs that can be put out now.
Exactly.
Featuring that scene. Go get your daddy with the kettlebell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes parents gotta step back and realize
Back off.
that, sometimes parents just don't like people hollering at their kids, period. And some coaches are gonna holler. They might not even be cussing at their kids or saying words, explicit words. But some parents just don't like coaches hollering at their kids in their voice. And I've heard parents on the sideline say, you don't be hollering my son or hollering my daughter. I'm like, wow, they're not even saying nothing bad to them.
We're going to switch gears here before I cuss you out.
Lord Jesus. Give me
Got that
straws.
dump button ready, Henry?
I got it.
All right, we're going to switch gears here. Last week, Sonya, men the Longhorn, like I told you, we're going to break down every position on the team.
Okay.
11 on offense, 11 on defense, 22 positions. Last week we did the running backs. Which running back, today we're going to do quarterbacks, but I want your answer on which running back would you want on your team for the next 3 years? And I'll tell you which one I pick, and his Longhorn, and tell you his running back, then we'll jump to the quarterbacks. Go, Jersey girl.
All right, so running backs that I would want on my team for the next 3 years, I would want. Are we doing current NFL players?
You can do whoever.
Whoever. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Current ones that can play now for the next 3 years. You can't bring up Jim Brown. Jim Brown
Oh, okay.
can't play for three more
just
years.
making sure. Herschel Walker.
Actually, Herschel said he'd get back in the game at 51.
I know.
And
He did.
he's cut up.
And I was about to say, Atlanta, I think, has signed him to at least practice.
For real?
Yes.
Wow. Heck, you
Okay,
done.
sorry. Didn't
But-
mean to go on
okay.
that. Okay, so for the next 3 years, I would like Marshawn Lynch, please and thank you.
That's the player I'll pick.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the one. Let's see.
No, you only get one.
Oh, I only get
running
one?
back. One
Oh,
running
okay.
back.
One running back.
One running back. One quarter. You ain't.
Last week there,
Yeah, just one running back. One.
Oh, okay. I was getting all excited. I was ready to, have my little thing.
No.
But yeah, no, Marshawn Lynch would probably be my guy.
Yeah, because I think you can get 3 more good years out of him.
I think he's
do
got
too.
3 more
Yeah,
good years.
At least 3. Who was yours again, Longhorn, last week?
it was Amir.
Amir Abdul, and I ain't proven nothing in the NFL yet.
I'd wait a little bit on him. I'm excited to have him, but I'm going to wait on him just a smidge.
See, I have faith.
And that is good. What do they say? Faith is the evidence of stuff not seen. So that is good. We haven't seen what he can do with the NFL. But
Okay, Jersey girl, what about the quarterback? Which quarterback would you want on your team, leading your team for the next 3 years?
next 3 years.
Yo, Detroit Lions.
My Detroit Lions. Who do I want?
If you say Matthew Stafford, I'm pulling his chair off under you.
I was going to say that. I really wasn't. Oh, gosh. Who do I want? I'm going to say Russell Wilson.
Oh, my pick also
There
again.
you go. See, great minds, baby.
Yes,
Great
indeed.
minds.
Yes, indeed. That's my pick, Russell Wilson. I would want him for the next 3 to 5 years, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah, seriously.
Who's yours, Longhorn?
I was going to be Russell Wilson.
There you go.
Okay.
My number 2 was going to be Andrew Luck. I think he's got potential. He's got more than potential, but I think he's going to be good the next 3 to 4 years as well. I think he would be a guy that I would want.
Speaking of Russell Wilson, why is this guy not signed? Why is he not getting
That's
paid?
what I'm wondering. I don't know if this is just kind of like a posturing thing
Why?
or
Why?
what. Because
And you got your boy Matthew Stafford making all this money. He's done nothing. Nothing. This guy done led your team to 2 Super Bowls. You would have had back-to-back Super Bowls if the coach wasn't an idiot
true.
and let Marshawn Lynch all he had to do was hand Marshawn Lynch the ball and let him walk across the goal line while he fixing him a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Who's gonna stop him? He already done rushed for 120-something yards. You can't give them this ball for 2 more yards. That was the idiot coach. That's why I tell people they talking about something. New England shouldn't be the Super Bowl champ because of deflate gate. No. They shouldn't be the Super Bowl champ because Seattle had an idiot coach. That's what they wouldn't have been the Super Bowl champs.
That's true.
Deflate
That's
gate
true.
didn't have nothing to do with it.
No,
It was
not at
the
all.
idiot coach of Seattle.
That is true. That's very true.
Well,
I don't know why
I
he's
think-
not
I think
signed.
my second one would be, which will never happen for a quarterback, because we throw 2 in there. Which will never happen, never ever happen with Tom Brady.
See, I was thinking about him for a second, and I don't know. Love him, but I don't know if he's gonna be Tom Brady in 3 years. If it's somebody that I have to count on for the next 3 years, not that I don't think he's gonna be great, but I like Russell Wilson's potential. I mean, we've seen what he can do. And Russell is going at the beginning of his career, starting to not even have gotten into his prime yet. By the end of that 3 years, he's in his prime, even better. So that's why I picked Russell over Tom. But I still think, Russell needs a deal.
I would. I love Tom Brady, but I'm gonna have my second pick would be Aaron Rodgers.
That's the man right there, too.
Yeah, I would pick him to lead my team for the next 3 years if Russell Wilson wasn't available. Them two right there, them might be my 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong. I don't care about all this cheating, the flake. I don't care about that. Like I said, they would have won the championship if they didn't have an idiot coach across the way.
On the other side,
and you got the best running back in the league. You only got 2-3 yards to go for it. Man, please get out of here with that.
Again, tell us how you really feel.
Exactly. Check it out, though. Speaking of your boy Nate Burleson, used to play for the Lions. I'm gonna see if you all agree with his top 5 receivers in the league. Let's start with number 5, Julio Jones, Atlanta. Jordy Nelson, the Packers. Dez Bryant, the Cowboys. Antonio Brown, the Steelers. And Calvin Johnson of the Lions. Jersey girl, you first.
Okay, Julio Jones, I am not going to put him on my list. I would say number 5 wide receiver for me would be, gosh, that's a good question. Who's my number 5?
Gotta be somebody. Let's wake up here, y'all.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Leave me alone. You know what, Jordy. I would say Jordy would be number 5 for me. Number 4 would be Torrey Smith, wide receiver that's now in San Francisco. Was with Baltimore. I like him.
Okay.
Number 3, Antonio Brown. Number 2, Dez Bryant. Number 1, Megatron. And I'm just saying that because I know you're about to be pissed.
God, you and Nate Burleson, boy. Y'all. Who is yours, Longhorn?
I would say Dez Bryant. I would say Kevin Johnson. I'll put him up in there, even though he's long in the tooth. I'll say Julio Jones and Antonio Brown. And I don't have another one. So.
You know what? I'm going to have to give an honorable mention to, I'm sorry, A.J. Green. I have to give an honorable mention to A.J. Green. So, like, Calvin would be 1, A.J. Green would be 1A.
The only problem I have with this list is Calvin Johnson is on this list. And Demaryius Thompson of the Denver Broncos, who done had the best stats in the last 3 years, is not on this list. How can y'all not put him on this list? How can y'all not put him on this list? And why is Calvin, who barely done played in his last...
I just did that just to mess with you, because I love you.
I'm confused. I'm totally confused. Why he's not on this list?
No, Demaryius Thomas, very good guy. Very good guy. Helped me win a couple fantasy games over this
Yeah,
past
why he
season.
ain't on this list?
Football, that's probably why he's in.
You say what? What'd you say, Longhorn?
That's because of their favoritism. Like we were talking about the vote for the All-Star game. Because of favoritism. So, that's what
No,
I'm
I would probably say, though, seriously, I think if I had my top 5, legitimate top 5 people, this is Sonia, excuse me, this is Jersey Girl, not being silly. It would probably be Demaryius Thomas, like I said. Torrey Smith, wide receiver. Then it would be Antonio Brown. Then I still have to give Calvin some love. I do. I'm sorry.
The old Calvin.
Old Calvin some love.
Not
yes.
this Calvin from last year and the year before last.
AJ Green. AJ Green. AJ
Like
Green.
saying the old Luther.
Okay, check this out. Switching gears. How would y'all rank these players, 1 through 5?
Okay.
James Harden of the Rockets, Kevin Durant of the Thunder, Stephen Curry of the Golden State, Anthony Davis, New Orleans, and LeBron James. 1 through 5. How y'all ranking these players?
Oh, good Lord.
Let me give you mine first, see if y'all agree with me.
Okay.
James Harden is number 5 because he's a choker.
Okay.
Kevin Durant's coming in at number 4.
Okay.
Stephen Curry coming in at number 3. Even though he just won the championship. Anthony Davis is at number 2.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, let me take that back. Hold on. Anthony Davis is at number 3.
Okay.
Stephon Curry is number 2.
Okay.
And LeBron James is number 1.
Right. I like that.
That's how my
That's a good order.
order falls with those players. How about you, Longhorn?
Yeah, I go with that. I go with that order. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I wouldn't even have Harden on the list though. I'd take him off.
Well, he's a good player during the regular season. He just chokes in the playoffs.
Yeah, but see, playoffs is when you got to step up.
Exactly. That's when
That's
it counts
true.
and matters.
Season means nothing if you don't step up during the, when you're on the big stage.
That's true.
There's a whole lot of people who do good during the regular season, and there's a lot of people who don't do nothing during the regular season but step up during the
Let me
What?
go ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was going to say, what about Russell Westbrook? Where do you think he would fall? Because I really think that had they had a healthy team out there in Oklahoma, I really don't think that we'd be talking about James Harden right now.
Russell Westbrook, I love him as a player. I just think he's on the wrong team. I really do. For some reason, he's just not a fit there to me. Now, let's say he was maybe with the Clippers or even San Antonio. I would put him with San Antonio maybe a couple of years ago, but not because San Antonio's old now.
They're old.
They're old, but about a couple of years ago, he would have been a good fit with them. I really do believe that. Maybe down in Atlanta, he'd be a good fit with them.
Ooh, do you like them moving, the Knicks moving Tim Hardaway Jr. down
I thought he was coming to the Pistons.
there?
He's down in Atlanta?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
Oh, they done traded him?
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about
That was like a
Brandon
draft night
Jennings,
thing. Brandon Jennings,
and
somebody else.
Switch, yeah. For Tim
Yeah,
Hardaway.
no, he is in Atlanta, and I like that for him. I think he really moved himself into a decent position.
Let's take a quick commercial break here. Sorry about that, Handel. You getting about to bounce up out of here. We're going to come back. I'm going to tell you what a couple of foolish basketball and football player done with their money. And this is why they're broke. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
That's as smooth
Oh my god.
as a
Too
billiard
funny.
ball. Don't settle for anything less than a Cobra razor, because it's designed to comfortably transform
You expecting
from a
anybody?
face shaving razor to
Oh,
a
yeah.
head shaving
Yeah.
razor
Is that her?
with just the click
I think she's
of a
early.
button. Treat your head.
Oh, no, that ain't her.
shave you can
That's a
imagine.
guy.
CobraRazors.com. Cobra razors for a head that's as smooth as you are.
Hello, Detroit Sports Jersey listeners. If you would like to be a sponsor of Detroit Sports Jersey, the email address is info@detroitsportsjersey.com. And the phone number is 313-624-7814. We air every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on FM 88.1 WHPR with live streaming at FM 88.1 WHPR.com. Detroit Sports Jersey offers reasonable sponsorship rates. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by E&O Productions / Fiverr. That's Fiverr.
Yeah, can we get over there?
E&O Productions /
gotta learn
Fiverr
it.
does
Oh, that's a
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
Once I
This is
learn
where
it,
Oh,
Detroit
okay.
Sports
Okay,
Jersey
let's
goes
train
for video
my
work
people.
week after
You
week.
need to stay
Again,
overtime
that's
here.
E&O Productions
Come on now.
You gotta call your wife and say you ain't coming home.
F-I-V-E-R-R.
and you are
Welcome back.
88.1.
Welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your
Welcome
host,
back.
Will, with the Jersey girl sitting
Whoop,
next to me, and the Longhorn. What's going on, Longhorn?
What's going on? What's going on? Let's talk about how the athletes just blew their money.
I had a whole list, but I'm just going to breeze through a couple of them. Scottie Pippen. 2002, he bought a Gulfstream jet for $4.3 million, right?
Right.
That ain't the bad part of it. The bad part of it
Broke.
is, yeah, how'd you know? It couldn't even fly. He had to spend another $1 million in repairs to make it fly.
That's just ridiculous.
Your boy Vince Young, who signed a $26 million contract with with Tennessee,
Mhm.
when he first got out of the league. He flew Southwest. Now he's broke. He's bankrupt, broke. He put everybody off the plane. Of course, that was called cancellation fees because he wanted privacy. A 2-hour flight cost him $22,000. Don't you wish he had that money back right now?
I was about to say, if you do that, then you kind of deserve to be.
You really do. You really do.
I mean, seriously, come on, people. Now, granted, I don't have that type of money, so I can say that right now. But if I did, I think there's better ways to do it. I mean, do you have to go the Scottie Pippen route and buy yourself a G6 or whatever he bought? No, you don't. You can rent those things, I found out. You can rent charter planes, which is, I think, what a lot of people do.
What's my man name in New England?
Rob Gronkowski?
Yeah. This guy made $16.3 million in the NFL and have not spent a penny of that money.
Now, see, that's a smart boy right
He
there.
lives off of his endorsements. You know who he stole that page out of? Tiger Woods does the same thing. He uses his golf money. He put it up in savings. He said he used his endorsement money to live off
sure
of
he does
and
a
play.
little bit more than savings.
What else he do?
Probably some investments. He's got a team.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, they ain't out here blowing. They doing it the smart
Yes,
way.
they're doing it the smart way.
You know,
the disciplined way.
Exactly. You know, you right, and that's the key word. You have to have discipline in your finances.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
right.
and you can't trust everybody like Tim Duncan just did, and somebody just screwed him out of $25 million.
That's true.
You cannot trust everybody. I had an argument with a guy. Well, it was a few guys, a bunch of guys online. I'm gonna reach into this Hall of Fame debate. The question was asked: should Bernard King be in the Hall of Fame? And I said no. They gonna tell me why. I said because he has no rings. So one guy gonna come back to me and say, well, if that's what you're basing people getting in the Hall of Fame in is rings and championship, you don't know basketball. It's all about the body of work. I said, my man, take a trip with me down to Cleveland and let's ask them fans, do they want LeBron James' body of work or do they want a championship? They don't care he scored 37 points a game. They want a championship. They can see him score 37 points a game in the regular season. They want a championship. Agree or disagree? Now, I got a few names. I pulled up a list
come
here
on.
of
Tell
players
me your list. Tell me your
that
list.
should not be in the Hall of Fame
Okay,
due
go.
to the fact they have the numbers, but they
no
have
ring.
no rings. Reggie Miller, Ralph Sampson, Chris Mullin, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Dominique Wilkins.
Uh-huh.
Them are just a few. Hold on, wait a minute. Now, I'm not saying these players weren't good players, but Hall of Fame with no ring, I'm sorry, you can't come in now. George Gervin and Dave Bean. You got the likes of Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Bird, Magic. And you got Bernard King standing on the stage with these guys. He should be escorted off stage by security. He's a fraud in there. They should escort him off the stage.
Man out with the hook.
Yeah, exactly. Apollo. They should bring out Sandman and tap dance him off out the building. What is he doing in the Hall of Fame with those great? When you think of great players and you think of the players, do Bernard King come to your mind?
No, not really.
Hey, I give you a perfect example. There's
Please.
a commercial with Joe Montana, and they sitting around and all them Heisman Trophy winners talking about, striking their poses, talking about Montana, look at this pose, talking about their Heisman Trophy winners, and then Montana says, well, I don't know much about Heisman Trophy, but he holds up his hand. He said, but I got these rings right here, 5 Super Bowl rings, all on 5 fingers. So if you ain't got the Super Bowl ring, not one, you shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
If you don't have
I'm with you, Will. If you
Super
ain't got
Bowl
no
or
ring,
NBA rings.
you should not be in the Hall of Fame.
You remember Reggie White?
Yeah.
Reggie White went up to Bubba Smith and said, I'm going to break your record for sacks. Bubba Smith held out his hand and said, what do you see here? Reggie looked down and he said, I see nothing. He said, exactly. Because ain't nobody going to remember your sack total. They're going to remember you by how many championships you won. And Reggie White went out and got him a ring with the Green Bay Packers.
You did.
So why come Bubba Smith, the great Reggie White, and the great yours truly can see this, and ain't nobody else see this. The numbers don't matter without a ring. So what? You was averaging 50 points a game. I mean, like your boy down the street here, back to back, 5,000 yards throwing. What did they get y'all? Where did they get y'all? No, don't get Billy Mouth. Where did he get you?
First round of the playoffs. Thank you.
It did?
Yes.
And
had it not been screwed up by the referees, we'd have made it to Green Bay.
Oh, no, not the guys in the
Thank
zebras. You blaming them? You blaming the zebras?
Yup. They stood in between Matt Stafford and his rank. Although he did technically get a ring in the offseason. He got married.
Are you serious? That's the ring you gonna compare his greatness to? Marriage?
Just saying.
It's a wedding ring.
That's what I said. He got a wedding ring.
That's about as close as he gonna get to a ring.
But no, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I think I might have to disagree.
Let me tell you what else it'll cut down on too.
What will it cut down?
It'll cut down on these tanking these teams to get these first round. Right? If you strictly enforce the Hall of Fame that you got to have the numbers and a ring, I guarantee you a lot of players will step up their game more because they want to be Hall of Famers. They want to be on the stages with the Jordans and the Magic.
So are you saying, though, let's say that, well, LeBron has rings, though. Not. I was going to say, if he didn't, let's say back when he didn't have his rings, do you think he still deserved to be in that discussion?
No. I'm not saying these players are not good or great, but I'm saying, though, so what you...
Certificate of...
Matter of fact, I'm just going to say you're good. I'm not even going to say, I'm going to say you're very good, or the goodest, or God, goodest as you can get, or what. I don't know if goodest is a word, but it is today.
Mello. Does Mello deserve to be in there?
No, but I know they're going to let him in there. No, he don't.
You know what, though? I agree with that one. I don't think he deserves to be in there. I really don't. Because I think his body of work, I don't think his body of work is as good as, say, somebody like...
Mello ain't nothing but a modern day Tracy McGrady. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you gonna put Tracy in there?
I'm not.
Exactly.
But that's because his body of work isn't as good or as impressive as somebody else.
Man, they lucky I ain't making no decision. I'll boot a lot of them guys up out of there. You gotta go, my man. You gotta pack up. you pack up this fake trophy they done gave you.
And get out.
You have to go. Matter of fact, it probably only be about 10 or 15 players in that time I'm getting through cleaning houses. But if you ain't got no ring, you have to go or get evicted one.
Well, then they need just to have a separate hall in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, okay.
The ringless.
No, you were a very good player, but you're not a Hall of Fame player. You have to have jury coming in. We got 1 minute left. We about to wrap it up. Jersey Girl, final word. Tell the people where they can reach you at.
You can find me on Twitter at mom, 2, 3 RN. You can find me writing at NFLfemale.com. I write for our Detroit Lions, the Honolulu Blue and Silver, and at agoodsportshang.com.
Longhorn.
Yes.
Where
final words, honey.
Game time, prime time. Detroit Sports Media time, and I'm gone.
Thanks to Cobra Razor for sponsoring Detroit Sports Jersey today. If you missed the show, you can find us DetroitSportsJersey.com. Check us out every Sunday, 11 a.m. to noon on 88.1 WHPR. We out of here.
Thank you, listeners from Detroit to Central Texas, for joining us here live on Detroit Sports Jersey Media with your host, Will Sims, and co-host, Longhorn and the Jersey Girl, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, right here on FM 88.1 WHPR. Visit us.
Men are having a barbecue today.
Oh, they are?
He-Man Woman Haters
No
Club. That's
professionals
what I
here.
call it.
Have
Really
a great
not that.
week.
What club is this?
The He-Man Woman Haters Club. You didn't hear about the He-Man Woman Haters Club?
FM 88.1 WHPR.